If a property is in such disrepair that it's uninhabitable, then there are a couple of situations. If the uninhabitability is only going to be for a relatively short period, then the landlord is obligated, obviously, to do the repairs, and they are required to provide accommodation for the tenant. The tenant still has to pay the rent. The landlord must reaccommodate them in something of similar quality, but they're only entitled to the same quality as that which they already have. So I often see situations where the tenant wants to go and stay in some enormously expensive hotel, either because it's convenient or because they have a somewhat elevated opinion of themselves, whereas in fact the Premier Inn might be a more appropriate location. But then you also have to bear in mind there will be additional costs that may be payable as well. So for example, clothes washing, food, all of these things. But the landlord's only required to give a tenant what they would reasonably have to get. So again, a landlord doesn't have to pay for a tenant to go to a posh restaurant and drink 2 bottles of wine every night. They need to give them a reasonable amount of money in respect to their food. If the property is uninhabitable because the tenant has made it uninhabitable, then landlords aren't liable for tenant's damage, and I certainly wouldn't reaccommodate a tenant in those circumstances. If property is uninhabitable because of an act of God or something that's completely outside anyone's reasonable ken or expectation, the classic example in the UK at the moment is probably something like flooding. Then if it's going to be an extended period of time, then the tenancy agreement is probably void for being unperformable. And almost all tenancy agreements will have a clause in them saying that if the property is uninhabitable for more than a set period of time, either party can bring the tenancy to an end on usually very short notice indeed. If that's the case, then the landlord should use that provision, bring the tenancy to an end, and that will be the end of the matter, and the tenant can go and seek alternative accommodation.